Welcome, everybody, to the Appalachian Connection podcast. This is your producer, Big John Howard, and we got your host, Big Tony Allen, and we got our co-host, Cousin Wolf Montgomery.
We're here, boys.
Crazy, we're back live finally after a week off. We needed a...
I can't see you, Tony. Look at you.
we needed a reboot. Rebooted. I need factory reset or something.
Glad to be back to you all tonight, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now we got the boys basketball game going on, so we're going to try to get to that as quick as we can. But
I just heard it was 38 to
38?
29.
Yeah, we're down
Down by 9.
39 to 26.
39 to 26. So yeah, our local
I
Hornets
think
are
we got 29. Sure.
our local Hornets are live right now at the regionals.
They're going down.
And they're in
time. Speaking of that, we got a giveaway tonight. We got a custom tech collar.
Oh, yeah.
Made logo Hornets sweatshirt in size 2X, brand new, and we're going to give it away tonight.
You can't get that logo anywhere. It is
we
a
see what
special
you all
logo.
think about that logo. I think it's perfect,
If you guys like the logo, then we'll talk.
Can you post it up on the screen?
It's actually rotating in our sponsor stream now.
We got a lot of good stuff to go over tonight. I think we're going to start out with pay pond fishing.
Pay pond fishing.
Well,
I was going the other day. Everybody know I went up to Michigan to grab a pup off my first cousin, Tommy Porter, and his wife Cindy. Wonderful people. They treat us awesome as always. But get a beagle pup, and I passed a little pay pond, made me think of it, and we've sure spent some time, ain't we, Don? Pay pond.
oh yeah, I'll tell you what. I like to shout out to our main man, Jesus Christ. I always like to do that. Thank him for everything he does.
Oh yeah,
And,
absolutely.
Be here without him.
Pay pond, I tell you what, it's I started fishing in pay ponds when I was 10 years old. Catfish, that's all I know about fishing. Any other fish, I wouldn't know one lure from another. But I found out with the catfishing, it's all in the presentation.
Well, the smell helps too.
Yeah.
Smell
Gotta have that.
Yeah, the catfish do stink.
I remember one time I tried to teach my great old friend Kenny Fletcher how to catch a catfish, and I don't know, he got embarrassed or something. Now he just sat back there and watched me. He never got a bite. And my old buddy Kenny, I see you on there, buddy. I'm just hollering at you. I'm pranking with you now.
Them catfish, you get them all in a pay pond. Of course, they come and they stock them. They bring them in, they stock them, and then you sit there and fish for them. You pay to get in and catch them. They're awful good eating. I mean, they're wonderful eating fish. And you get them and stock them, and they stock them while you're sitting there, and you're waiting on the fish truck to get there. And one of the running jokes that somebody around the pond holler, there the fish truck ain't.
There it ain't. They always call me a pond hog, but that's not really what I am.
Pretty bad, Don.
I've given more fish away than most people's caught at these pay ponds.
Amanda wanted to go one time. We'd run into Dawn down there, and she wasn't us. And bless her heart, they started biting down there where she is at. She loves to fish, and we was down there. And she was a tangling. I'd worked on poles. You remember this, and I was nonstop. Finally, I got down there and got to catching them. Well, here she come. First cast, throw it over mine, crossed me, and I spent 20 minutes in the fishing bag. She looks over at me dead serious. She said, "You want me to go on around the pond?" I said, "Lord, I wish you would." Well, here she went like, "Whoa," Don said, "Probably ought not have said that." I said, "Well, she asked me." I
Heard her feeling. He'd want to be a pond hog. but my girls, Courtney and Aaron, they started going with me when they was real little, 6, 7 years old, and they were so lucky. And you can ask these guys I used to fish with. The fish, when they'd stalk it, they'd come right under their feet every time.
Oh,
That I ever took them. Didn't they, Tony?
Oh, they love
And
it.
all they'd get so jealous, they'd throw on us, and them girls had the biggest time. That's some of my greatest memories. And we had a good time doing that. Caught a lot of fish. I always had a kind of tradition. We always had us
Made me lose.
a moon pie and a RC cola.
Oh,
Moon pie,
RC
RC
Cola.
All the fish weren't biting.
Can't beat it.
I'll tell you what, RC Cola is bad.
Yeah.
You don't like RC Cola? I like RC Cola.
It's bad.
Don, you prefer the yellow moon pie or a chocolate?
My favorite is the vanilla
Vanilla moon pie.
I like
Yeah.
regular moon pie.
and chocolate.
They
You
got
know.
banana flavor too. Now that's
Yeah, the banana is a big deal. You know, I used to go to Johnny Back's store when I was, a real young boy, ride down there on my bicycle, and I think the only flavor they had was chocolate. And it was hot in that store, and I had chocolate all over me. You know, by the time I got done with it, I loved them though.
Oh Lord! So we've had some times at the pay pond, that's for sure. We've caught as much as 30, 40, farm raised catfish a day. Then take them home and clean them.
Oh yeah,
Hard to beat.
Yeah.
Hard to beat.
yeah, they're
You
good.
ever done any, John? Pay pond fishing?
I've not done a lot of pay pond fishing.
I know you've done a lot of fishing. But
I love fishing, but I've not done a lot of pay pond fishing.
yeah. These
Yeah.
fellas,
I'm not much in the catfish, though.
I ain't gonna tell you who it was, but these high tech fishermen, they went out. They talked me into going out with them one day bass fishing on this boat. Well, son, listen, they was a cast, and they had swap lures, and they had
Oh,
cast,
yeah,
they
that's what you
had
do.
And they had swap. I mean, listen, I
All
cast with
day.
them for about 10 minutes. My arm was a hurting. I said,
All
I ain't
day.
doing this. I said,
All
this
day.
is silly. Well, what are you gonna do? I said, let me show you. So I had a little piece of red worm, and I took a little hook, put it down there, and I caught me a little minnow right out of the pond, out of the lake. And
Yeah.
I took me a bobber, and I put him down about a foot, and I throwed him out there, and I sat back about half asleep. All of a sudden, that bobber started dancing, and whoosh. Largemouth bass. I think he's a five and a half, five
Oh,
and
he's a
3/4
dandy.
pounder. Yeah, he's a good.
What I never could understand these guys with the boats. I went a couple times. They throw toward the bank, and then people on the bank they're throwing out toward the boat. I never did understand that, but whatever it takes,
Amanda says don't let these guys teach you how to clean fish because then when you know how, you get stuck cleaning the fish.
Well, good on that, I mean, I guess we can say it on here. So we cleaning fish one day, and she said, I want to learn how to clean them fish. Well, I don't know how you do it, but I learned from my old pal Wolf and some of the old timers. So now the old way to clean a catfish would have been to nail it up on a barn, cut around it, peel
Yeah.
the hide down with a pair of channel locks. That was the old way. No, it'd be a little bit. Yeah. But anyway, the old way to do it was,
What is this thing?
try to skin them. Yeah,
try to skin them. Well, nowadays you fillet them,
Yeah,
Might not
electric
come out
knife.
good.
Electric knife. That's the only way to go.
But anyway, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
Go ahead. It should
Skinning
be,
catfish.
should be good now.
Amanda was
Go ahead.
wanting to tell
You're
you.
good.
She'd want to learn how to do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you got to lay them up on the cutting board, and take a hammer, and
Knock them in the head.
knock them in the head. Okay.
The fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll stiffen out, When you
Okay.
bust them in the head with that hammer, they'll stay to flopping all over the place. Well, I hit that first one with a hammer, and I looked over there, and she was going, I said, you all right? Oh, okay. She never did get the hang of that part of it, though. She didn't want to bust them in the head,
So what's better, a moon pie or an oatmeal cream pie?
Well, I prefer a moon pie. I don't like the oatmeal.
You don't like the oatmeal pie?
I'll tell you two reasons I don't. I just don't like them. The taste of them, and they gave me heartburn
Heartburn.
really bad. I always
Oatmeal?
had heartburn, yeah. But a moon pie now, just, and I never buy them. I don't know why. It's kind of like, it's something I don't eat at home,
Yeah.
but if I go somewhere, I want one. It's kind of like, you ever go to a funeral home and you never eat like ham cheese salad and chicken salad and pimento cheese sandwiches, but
Oh,
let me
that's
go
hard.
to
Yeah.
me go to a funeral home, buddy. I'll work with them. And I've thought about that.
Gotta eat
I
the
don't
pimento
understand
cheese.
that. I
Now
don't.
listen, you don't eat food at a funeral home. That's automatic food poisoning.
Well, I'm just telling you.
If it's set out like pimento cheese or
Yeah.
egg salad or bologna salad, anything with milk in it, you automatic don't. And when you dinner on the ground, don't touch the milk product made food. You automatic food poisoning. I'm telling you, I've been there and done that.
Well, I got a story about an oatmeal pie anyway.
All right, good.
This one day I was at Save-A-Lot there in Winchester, And I love oatmeal pies. You know, I've always liked them. I don't know why. They're just good. So I get the big ones. You know, I don't get the little bitty one. I get the big ones.
Yeah.
And I was standing in line checking out, and this old guy in front of me, I could tell he was a lot older than me, and, you know, I could tell he knew about food a little bit. And he looked behind me, he goes, "Son, what are you going to do with that oatmeal pie?" I said, "Well, I plan to eat it." He goes, "Now listen to me, I know it's going to sound crazy." I said, "What is it?" He said, "Get you some peanut butter and put it on top of it and get another one, put it together.
Make a sandwich.
Make a sandwich out of it." I said, "Peanut butter and an oatmeal pie?"
Might be good.
Yeah.
And I said,
tried it.
"I've never heard of this in my entire life." He said, "Don't knock it till you try it."
Did you do it?
Well, yeah, it's the best thing I've ever ate.
Really?
You still do it?
Well,
It's probably that thick by then, wasn't it?
still
it's
do it?
good, yeah.
Oatmeal pie.
I don't know how it tastes, but I had
There
one of my
you go.
buddies try it, and he said, "That's good, John." I said, "Son, I had to try it. I knew this guy knew what he was talking about."
Well, on a food-related topic, since John brought up food, we were talking about how the people around here, especially the days gone by, were so resourceful, and they used everything that they had. So tonight we are going to have bean cakes from leftover
cakes.
soup beans and tater cakes from leftover mashed taters. You ever had them?
I can't say I have, Tom.
Yeah.
Well, everybody,
Too.
you know,
Maybe I have probably when I was younger, but not.
people in Appalachia, you know, most of us raised hard, and we didn't just throw out stuff. You know, we'd leftovers for 2 or 3 days. You know, and you learn to make different things out of them, and still do. Like, I mean, I don't cook as much as I used to, but you could open my refrigerator, and they probably be 4 or 5 butter containers in there, or Cool Whip containers. And might be one that have butter in it, you know, and
Oh, yeah.
start calling somebody and say, "I've got this leftover stuff. It's been here a week. You reckon I can eat it?"
Well, good thing. My daughter the other day, my youngin at school, had to, in her civics class, I guess, had to invent a product for the Shark Tanks. You've seen the Shark Tanks on TV, you know, where they assess your product and all this stuff. Well, she had to invent a product. Well, she come up with this Tupperware container that had a date clicker in it and a freshness tester. And so when you put leftovers in the fridge, Don, like what you were talking about, this Tupperware container she had dated the product and kept the freshness of it. I thought it was the best thing in the world. I thought it was an awesome invention.
That is cool.
Yeah.
She
But
came up with that. My youngin did. I thought
my
it was awesome.
sister Joel, she's the world's worst. I mean, she always has been. If they had chili or pot roast or whatever, Tinker had it for a week.
Yeah,
I mean,
you just ate it for a week. Well,
You know, waste not, want not. You know,
yeah.
I love leftovers. I mean,
he'd come down to the house, say, "Have you got anything different to eat?"
I'll be honest with you, soup beans are better the second or third day than they are the first day. They thicken right up, man. They're good.
Oh yeah.
I like
yeah.
a thick,
Well,
soupy soup bean. Now, I don't like a watery soup
all
bean.
that stems from really just poor people, you know, that didn't, you know, raised hard and had to make do and had a lot of kids to feed, and
Yeah,
you
you
didn't
just
throw
had
nothing
to-
away. I mean, it just
Guys, comment out there if you know what creasy greens are.
Also, like and share this right now. Share it out to your friends, family. We got all kinds of new sponsors.
Yeah, we got a
By
lot
the way.
going on here.
So-
Don, you want to go over the sponsors?
We'll go
right
over
quick?
the sponsors real quick. Got Tracked Outdoors, our local hunters and local web show here in
Good
Sayersville,
people,
Kentucky. Got Granny Made Cheesecake, sold here at the famous Farmhouse Diner. We got Creekside Stitching and More, local feed, fishing, and more store. You also have my website, techholler.com, for your local IT business needs. And we got one of our new sponsors is Jessica D. Williams Photography. Amazing and beautiful photography here in Sayersville, Kentucky.
give her a shout if you need it.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
they
Look
need
her
your
up on
picture
Facebook.
Listen, she'll even do your makeup and then take your picture.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know if she will. Maybe give you
Now-
a perm and then take your
Now,
picture.
you can find all these on www.appalachiaconnection.com. We also have the Appalachia TCG group and the Farmhouse Diner. And our last one, Parkway Peddlers Mall. Crash primitive farmhouse furniture, jewelry, electronics, gifts, and refreshments.
I've still
They've
gotta
got
get down there.
everything down there.
I've got to go down there.
Listen, Don, you just go through there, son. You go room to room, and you pop into this room. You might see Craftsman tools, and you pop in the next room, might be women's clothing.
Oh, yeah.
They've got everything.
They've got trading cards in there, basketball, comics.
Not sippy cups. What do you call them?
They probably have sippy cups down
You
there.
know what I'm talking about. What do you call them?
the containers.
Yeah, the cup like you carry around.
Yeah.
Tumblers.
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 Not sippy cups. I don't know what.
Or sippy cups.
Yeah.
We need some farmhouse sippy cups.
Yeah, I don't know. I need a sippy cup. I get more on me than I
Got
do
the
in
new
me.
farmhouse shirt.
Yeah.
How you like
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Listen, guys, we got all kinds of new merch in.
Beautiful shirt. Got
New-
the green in here.
We're actually giving away that 2X Hornet hoodie, and we got all kinds of banjos and beyond.
Sweatshirts,
hats, shirts
anything.
down
You
here.
can see it all on the Farmhouse webpage. I think they got it all
Yeah.
listed on there, don't they?
We really appreciate
We'll
y'all
put it on the
tuning in.
website soon too, but it's on the Farmhouse Facebook page.
It's awesome. We're rolling. We're back. We're
Yeah,
back.
like
We
and
took a week
share
off.
all you can. We
Listen, I thought we was going to get run out of town for taking a week off.
I didn't
People's mad at us, son. Mad at us. We got our music tomorrow night.
Music.
So be sure and tune in for
Hey,
that.
and 10% tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah. Let me see here.
So
Oh, yeah. I got to do that. This is a big thing, guys. This is more on a serious note. Ain't got my glasses. I left them in Michigan. I did. I lost
did you really?
I lost them in the woods, and I'd give them to Clara. Yeah, let me borrow them, Don. I'd give them to Clara, and I thought she's supposed to put them up. I got aggravated at her and ended up I lost them myself. That's the story of my life. But anyway, we got a fundraiser going on here at the Farmhouse Diner tomorrow for Alex Wales. Alex is a young lady that's a paramedic, and her and the folks that work with, they come in here, they're regular patrons. What's a patron?
Patrons.
Patron. Regular patrons of ours. She's a 23-year-old lifeguard EMT, and she was injured in an ambulance crash. And
Tragic.
she's
Yes,
got a
it is.
2-year-old daughter. And 10% of all sales tomorrow at the Farmhouse Diner are going to be donated directly to her and her family. And we're going to also have a donation jar set up. She's a wonderful young lady and a hometown girl, and of course, she needs our prayers. You know, our Lord and Savior can do more than anybody, but we're going to do what we can to help her, too. She's got a long road to recovery, so it's a very serious injury, and we want to help her out. So 10% of everything we do tomorrow will go to her family, and then we'll have a jar, donation
We're
jar
keeping the
set up
kitchen
also.
open the whole while we're playing music too.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
all
the
night.
kitchen will be open all night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, come on down, listen to music, get about to eat, and then support her.
Sorry, babe. Patron, I don't. Man, don't get me over that.
You're all right. That's wet spill, like that stuff I sprayed on me earlier.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, guys, this is a serious and a good cause. Let's help this young lady out. One of the reasons we do this is to help people.
Especially our local people.
Our local
you
people,
Our
you know,
local
and
people.
when we say local, of course, we're all Magoffin. Well, we all Middle Fork boys, but
Magoffin night.
Magoffinites, and we want to help all of Eastern Kentucky when we can.
Yeah,
I've
absolutely.
got another thing going on here. Up at Creekside Stitching and More, one of our sponsors, they're going to have an equine clinic on March the 30th, 2024, from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. They're going to have a farrier on site, look like a veterinarian on site, Dr. Dahlia Smith-Har. They're going to do vaccines, rabies shots for cats and dogs, teeth floating, pregnancy checks, castrations, cog and health certifications. But anyway, visit them and check them out. And like I said, they're wonderful folks over there, and they've been awful good to us here at the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate them more
The
than they know.
Farmhouse Diner's always been people here, Tony and Amanda, that have helped everybody. When the flood
absolutely.
came, they
Always.
fed hundreds and hundreds of people.
You know, you got to give back.
And,
If you don't give back, there ain't much to you.
what want to do in the community. You know, anybody needs anything out there. I hope I ain't overstepping here, Tony, but I'm sure
No,
you'll
we'll help
agree.
anybody we can.
You know, if you got some problem, now don't call and ask for a load of gravel. You know, if you got problems or questions about
we ain't got no grab.
We ain't got no
stuff,
gravel to
you
give.
know, that you need help with, I'm be the first people here to help you if we can.
do
I'll
what
put you
we
in
can.
touch with somebody to give you aid and support.
Yeah, and if it ain't nothing more, we can't do no more than ask for prayers for you. You know, but they say if you have the faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. I think that's what the good book says.
Yep.
Another thing I was going to touch on, like Don told this morning, we had a couple ladies in here from one of them was from Oklahoma and one of them was from Kansas, and they had their breakfast, you know, and they was bragging on the hospitality and all that, and they was leaving. I checked them out or whatever, and they said, "Well, we're going to get on the road bad as we dread." I said, "Well, if you have a flat tire," I said, "call me, I'll come help you." And they stopped, you know, and they looked, "Would you really?" I said, "Well, yeah." I said, "I wouldn't leave two damsels in distress stranded on the side of the road." I said, "You know, I'll come help you." But they thought that was awesome. you
Yeah.
know.
You know, I think that is Appalachia.
And I
people
would
does
go
that.
help them. I would.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I've got a mobile tar changing kit in the back of my truck in my toolbox. I got jacks. I've changed enough tars you couldn't fit in this building.
You just done try it out, ain't you?
Well, you know, I like to get new tools, and then you won't try them out.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
came to me on the Parkway last year.
That's the dad in you. You got to. Oh shoot. Well, let's move on to another topic, guys. Have we touched on sports at all yet? We touched on a little bit of the Hornets right now. They're playing right now on D&D Sports. They're probably taking the majority.
42-40. So the Hornets have cut it back down close.
Yeah.
Then
Wildcats played last night.
the Kentucky Wildcats did play last night, and they rolled Vanderbilt, which Vanderbilt's terrible. So
Well, they just, they outscore everybody.
they do a pretty good job of it sometimes.
Ain't much on
But,
defense.
I don't know. But yeah, they ain't much
Kentucky's
on.
the type of team they can either beat you by 100 or lose by a free throw.
Yeah, that's it. They don't play no defense. They might as well just they might as well just not play and just play horse or something. That's what they're beating them at.
You never know who'll get a run in a tournament,
At least we're making it to the second day in the SEC tournament.
Yeah.
So there's that. Let's talk about playing sports then versus now. What games did you play? Mumble Peg? I have no idea what that is.
Peg's throwing a pocket knife. I've played it.
Okay, I thought that was called stretch.
Same thing.
Okay, yeah, I have played
go.
Mumble Peg then.
You have, yep.
Well, we had some games I don't even. When I
Is
went
that-
that one room school,
Is that a sport though?
we was on the hill.
Marbles.
I played one baseball game in my life, and they come out in the ninth inning and woke me up in the outfield. I took a nap in the sun. I always was bad if the sun come on a warm day,
Oh yeah.
I'd lay back, in the sun and get that warm sun hit you and fall asleep. And they come out in the ninth inning and woke me up and said, "The game's over. Let's go."
They're still waking you up on it.
Still waking you up. I'm more of a action contact sport type person,
I've played all. I made the team in high school basketball. I'll have to tell that story some other day, but I made the team, then I quit. But there's a funny story behind that. We'll leave that for a other episode.
Now, Amanda, she's a big. Well, listen, when you're talking about, of course, Amanda had an uncle by marriage that played for the Cleveland Indians. He was a pitcher there for many years.
Really?
Yeah, his name was Eric Plunk. You can look him up. He pitched
I've
there.
heard of
He'd been
Plunk,
to-
I think.
he was a closeout pitcher, but she'd been to many games, so she's a big baseball fan, especially from the '90s era. But I never was. I never did. I'm more of a contact.
I know me and Tony both played football. Tony went on to play a little bit of college.
Yeah, it's football is probably the reason I'm in the shape I'm in. So it's busted
It
me up.
hurt us up. Don, what did you play? Did you play any sports growing up?
We didn't have a whole lot of room, Went to a one room school and it was right on the hillside. There weren't a blade of grass nowhere.
So you played King of the Hill and fought each other.
Played a game called. It was called Dare Base. I mean, I
Dare
don't even
Base?
know how to tell you how to play. I can't even remember, but line up across from each other, and maybe somebody out there knows that game. I don't know. We played a lot of marbles in the dirt, and inside when it rained, we'd get on the just soaked down Crisso floors, Probably reason we're all dead, or dying. Get down and play marbles, on that Crisso. And stuff like that. Played just, make up stuff. Play with sticks and
Well, it's like stretch
Whatever.
there. You know what stretch is? You take a pocket knife and you line up together and you start pitching it to stick it in the ground. And wherever you stick it at, that other person's got to stick their leg out there. And whoever gets out the farthest without falling, being able to stick it, wins,
Yeah,
I was
that was a
always
good
good
one.
at that. 'Cause
That was
I
fun.
could long legs stretch
And
out.
listen, it's a staple around here to have a pocket knife. I don't ever leave home without a pocket knife. I know, Don.
Love a good pocket
you,
knife.
John, you carry one?
I carry one. I didn't carry one today, but I got 2 or 3. I got 2 or 3 at work and 2 or 3 on my desk at home.
Don't
and
leave without my pocket knife.
I
Pocket
hate
knife
leaving it.
handy. You can do so many things with a pocket
I
knife.
might have one in my computer bag right now. I don't know.
And my dad could take a pocket knife, and he was a electrician kind of in a way too.
Yeah.
Why he said he cut it better than them little. Well, he better at cutting the wire than them little trimmer things. He could work it with that pocket.
Trimmers are the worst thing in the world to cut.
Clean your fingernails, clean your nose, trim your nose hairs, cut your mustache. You can do anything with a pocket.
And you don't want a pocket knife, a carrying knife, to be too sharp. You don't want it really sharp.
No, well,
Yeah, not real sharp.
I remember when they went around school one day looking for pocket knives.
that's kind of stupid.
They did. They went around high school when I was in high school, and I'll never forget it. Our cousin Brandon Allen, he was scared to death. I had my pocket knife too, but I had this little peanut pocket knife. Like it was like this big. I knew I'd get away with it. And then he had his pocket knife. It's like that big.
I just his little boy, my neighbor, Brandon's little boy's my neighbor. He's 5 or 6 years old. I can't remember, but I gave him a pocket knife the other day. I had
Yeah.
a pocket knife, and he loves. He's the best little fella there was. And I said, I don't take his school. I won't.
But anyway, they was coming around searching, and somehow I stuffed that pocket knife like in the corner of my thing, and I pulled out my pockets like this.
Yeah.
And they didn't see it, and I put it back down there, and they didn't catch me with 2 knives.
I got one better than that. I want to tell it. It made me think of it. We was up.
I feel bad. I guess you ain't supposed to carry them, but
This ain't been too long ago. We went up to a concert up at Pikeville Expo Center, and I guess I can tell this. And they said, "Get rid of your pocket knife," before they let me in there. And I said, "That?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, you can either walk it all the way back to your car, or you can throw it in the garbage." I said, "I ain't throwing it away. It's a German eyeball."
Really?
I swear. I promise you.
One option ahead.
I said, "I ain't throwing it away. It's a German eyeball." "Well, you can't come in with it." I said, "Well."
I'd have said, let me stick it
What?
in you and you hold it.
he said, "Well, throw it in the garbage." I said, "Son, this is a $60, $70 pocket knife. It's a German eyeball. You don't throw a German eyeball away." I ain't throwing it away. So he said, "Well, you have to do something." So I walked outside and I told Mom, I said, "Bro it." I said, they never know the difference. We went right on the end of the concert.
John Sayers, we played Red Rover too. I just leaned over, my back's hurt.
well, we can move it.
No, that's fine. It's good. I'll take care of it.
Guys, how is the sound out there? Comment on our sound.
You probably played Red Rover, Wolf.
Yeah, we did that too, but this was a different game. It was fun, the game I was talking about. But that's
Not
we
good to
played
go
Cowboys.
through airport
Well,
security
then,
with a hunting
we
knife and
played,
backpack. Kurt McDaniel.
there were so many people, me and my kin people and everybody in Fur Middle Fork had so much Native American in us, we didn't play Cowboys and Indians, we played Cowboys and Germans. We didn't want to offend nobody.
Yeah.
Our cousins.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
That's true.
We're all mixed up around here. People asked the other day about our heritage, and our heritage is we a lot of Scotch-Irish, a lot of Native. I'm heavy Native American. Don is too. I got a dose of Native American from both sides. Come through the Sizemore clan, and then I came through the McDaniels, where my grandpa's mother was full-blooded.
Yeah.
She was. So I've got a lot of Native. Now I don't
too,
show
John.
it. I don't show it.
Florida.
You got it too, John.
Yeah, you come through it.
Am
with
I
the
in it?
Montgomerys.
Yeah.
Montgomery's got good bloodline, I think.
Yeah.
The herds ain't got much.
Oh yeah, they got it in there too.
How old are you guys, and do you still have a lot of questions about life? Well, I'm 41 years old.
37.
Turned 41 in January. And yeah, I've got a lot of questions about life, and it's
And
deep.
he asks me all the time.
Yeah, it's deeper than a well digger's hind end. The questions I got about life. So we just look at that.
There's all kinds of questions.
And he's a catastrophic thinker.
Catastrophic thinker, try to figure it all out, And my wife says that some things ain't black and white, that there's shades of gray, but I think everything ought to be black and white.
I don't think I give him the answers he wants. I'm kind of, I'm laid back like a Cadillac seat. Most of the time I just let it roll,
Oh, yeah.
But
just babies.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, I've got one coming up I dread. I'll be 70 April the 8th.
Oh,
Wow. I mean, it's still unreal. My
70.
mind's still like a child,
I got one for you, and I don't think we
Really
can play it
is,
on your
yeah.
Dom, but it reminds he's an old hippie, and he don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Should he grab on to the old? Should he hang on
Yeah,
to
it's
the new?
unbelievable. I can't.
Yeah.
It just don't even seem real,
Yeah.
But that's the way it rolls.
Well, life don't stop for
it don't
nobody.
even seem like I'm almost 40, so.
Life
I know what you mean.
don't slow down
Yeah.
for nobody. I look around and my youngin's almost grown.
Yeah.
It's just
I
amazing.
got an 11-year-old.
Don's got
It don't even make
grandkids,
sense.
Yeah.
Won't be long, more than likely I'll be having grandkids. It's crazy.
It's crazy to think about. It is.
I'm getting old. I,
That's what you
Hammer
gotta do,
down,
Kenny.
Wolf.
Gotta
Hammer
hammer
down.
down, buddy. Gotta
Hammer
keep
down.
it rolling, man.
I don't
Just can't-
normally complain, but today my feet and legs and back have absolutely killed me. I don't know what's the matter with me. I don't know if my trip, the driving, of
That's
course,
what
man,
it was.
I'd say that did.
That's what it
That
is.
did.
Hurt you a little bit.
Yeah,
We come back north of Columbus, and it was raining so hard that the truckers was pulling over. So I slowed her down to about 35 and cruised on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what our camera's doing. It's trying to it keeps defocusing. I don't know if it's picking something up off the mirror or what.
Probably.
It's got our light in the mirror.
Spring forward, do we like the change?
Yeah. Well, what's your thoughts? Do you like
Well,
time change?
I'm tired regardless. I'm always tired.
Well, we losing our right.
Right.
Yeah.
Spring
we
forward,
losing our.
fall backward.
Well, I like that time better. I wish they'd leave it.
I like more
You like
daylight.
this time,
in
like
the
right
evening.
now?
No, the spring forward time.
So you like? Yeah.
Daylight
Okay.
savings time. Is that what
Yeah.
you call it?
I like.
I think they should leave it that way.
I like more daylight time. So when you get home with the evenings, of course we're here a lot, but when you get home with the evenings, I can
It's
fool
still
with my
light, yeah.
dogs. Now listen, I like to rabbit hunt. I just got a new pup, and I've got to get him started and going and get him trained up right, get him ready for season.
See what
So I
are-
like to get home and fool with him. You know.
What our audience likes there, Curry and them. See what time they like the best.
You fellas like daylight savings time, or you reckon they ought to do away with it?
Two working.
Daylight saving time's all the way.
There you go. That's what
Yeah,
I
all the
say.
way.
I agree with
You
that.
like springtime better
We got-
or when it goes back?
I like summer.
There you go.
Summer,
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah, right now it'd
Yeah.
probably still be light out.
We've got Curry
summer
Herd.
guys back here. I think I like the longer days too.
Yeah, I do too.
Winter's a
I even
dreary
feel better, I
time.
think. Seems
Yeah.
like I always feel worse whenever the spring or it goes
Well, yeah.
like it is right
I
now.
mean, a chicken,
the chicken,
a chicken,
chicken.
they'll feather out in the spring. You know, they'll lose their feathers sometimes. Or mom say, yeah, they'll.
They
or
get a little
somebody-
broody in the spring too.
I'm going to go there. You know, everything. Well, that reminds me of the skunks. You know, they're on the prowl
Skunks
right
is
now.
on the warpath.
Yeah, you got to watch them. I've about hit 2 or 3.
And you may not know this, but I've learned this throughout the year. Skunks are detrimental to the baby rabbit population.
Oh,
They'll
yeah?
track down a baby rabbit nest in a briar thicket and eat every baby rabbit in it. They're all
Well, I hate skunks then.
they sure are.
Pepe Le Pew
Hey,
does
he-
that.
Well, now you can't say Pepe Le Pew. He
Oh,
got
yeah, he's
canceled. He got
canceled.
canceled. He's out.
Take
you He's to got canceled.
beautiful music together.
What is the
Come with
best
me.
advice your father gave you, Don?
What now?
What is the best advice your father gave you?
Shut up. Ain't no doubt. Yeah. I'll go with that. Yeah. I'm going to go with that.
Mine told me to pinch girls on the hind end.
Mine told me the one thing, he told me a lot, but the one thing I remember that he told me is don't trade your woman and youngins for some other man's.
That's a good one.
And at the time he told me that, I didn't even know what, I said, son, you're crazy. I was about 18 years old. I didn't know what he's talking about. But getting up to my age now, I completely understand what he meant.
Yeah.
Don't trade your woman and youngins for some other man's. You get divorced, you get with these other people, you end up, with their youngins, and that's all you're doing. You're swapping your woman and youngins for some other man's. And it makes sense to me now.
It's true. True, very true.
Why did so many leave back in the 40s and go to Michigan? Well, they went to Michigan, Ohio, up north because there wasn't no work here. They went for the jobs. That was post-World War II, and the manufacturing industry was booming. They were begging for
Well-
workers, and the hillbillies all went up to work to have a better life and make a better living.
World War II started it.
And World War II started it, and then
Yeah.
but
Lot of-
mass exodus. They talk about it. 23, the hillbillies went north, and they did that because jobs, economic opportunity. Because there wasn't jobs here. Now
Yeah.
the coal industry didn't come.
Still ain't no jobs here,
boys.
hardly. See,
Hey,
The coal industry didn't come here till the 70s, so
that?
there just wasn't nothing here.
52-51, Hornets down by 1.
Ball game 52-51. Well, that's why they did it for economic. They wanted a better life. And I had a cousin of mine, this came from there. And he said, when I was in school, and he's up around 60, 65, he said, when I was in school, we were ashamed of being hillbillies. But he said, now it's all turned around and everybody embraces it. They're proud of it,
Yeah.
up in Michigan.
yeah. And some of these people go and they're still weak and they come back talking like this right here. Or like that, Hi, y'all. Or, just like that Buckeye talk.
Don, do
they
you ever
call
think
it,
about moving up north?
I did,
You did move up for a little bit?
No, I stayed with my sister and brother up there, and they left as soon as they could. My oldest brother right out of high school, and my sister, and go get a job. That's how everybody followed their kin up there. And I didn't like it from the start, but
Yeah.
get a job anywhere. But it was a different time then. But if you didn't like that job you was working at, you go across the street, go to work.
There
Yeah.
in Michigan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's back then it's the economic hub. Of course, all the auto manufacturing, and
Yeah.
I mean, that's why. And but I'll say this, you notice now, a lot of them that are getting older and retiring, they want to come back. They want to come home. I got a second cousin,
lot of
Joey
people do
Quarter, that never lived here. He was raised up there. Of course, his mother was from here, but he was raised up there, and he just recently got to retired and bought a place in Winchester and came back. Well, outside of Winchester and came back.
Anybody
Yeah.
else having trouble with allergies? My nose
Oh,
is
I'm a dying.
unreal.
Yeah.
I've been in pitiful shape all day. I'm a dying. Oh yeah.
Springtime's a blooming.
One of the old sayings is, and then we'll get on our hillbilly words of the day.
Hillbilly
Everybody
words of
likes
the
that.
day.
One of our old sayings in, your nose is running like a sugar fountain, or like a sugar tree. And what that's talking about, a certain time of year, a maple tree, that's how they make maple syrup. It's running, saps up, And there's other use this for the phrase "the saps up," meaning that everything gets in a family way. Help me here, Don.
Yeah,
You know what I mean.
yeah. Springtime in the mountains.
Springtime in the mountains. Springtime in the mountains. All right, hillbilly words of the day this week. Don, you go ahead with yours first.
Well, I just heard it today from my friend HF. We're the playing rook. And he said, I'd forgot it, but we use it a lot. It's called Plime, Plime. That's close I can spell it. Plime blank. You played that Plime blank right.
Yep.
Plime blank.
Plime blank. You heard it, John?
You ever hear Plime
heard
blank?
plime.
Plime blank. And a lot
I've
of
heard
people say
plum.
that. It's more like just right.
Yeah. Perfect.
Perfect. Just like doing something, you just
Or somebody say he hit him plumb blank in the mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just
Plum blank.
perfect shot, Plime blank.
Plum
So-
blank.
Mine is burnt. Burn it up. And burnt, of course, is a slang term here, I guess, or for burn.
Burned.
But we use it different. We'll say, like I say, well, Don's over there playing the guitar, boys. He's burn it up,
Yeah,
and you'll never hear that anywhere else. And then, of course, the other one I've got is burnt. You'll say, well, you sniff your milk, and I always sniff my milk before I drink it, because they ain't nothing no worse than drinking clabbered milk. Me and my cousin Hud Allen was talking on that the other night. I don't like clabbered milk.
I don't either.
And you're sniffing, if that milk ain't right, it's burnt.
Yep.
It's burnt. Now, the proper word, I guess, would be ruined.
Ruined.
Ruined. But now, who
Uh,
has got time to say ruined
Yeah,
when you can say
ruined,
burnt, and everybody
ruined.
knows what you're talking about?
and just like
It's-
they've burnt that child.
Yeah, they burnt that child.
It don't know
Rolled
nothing.
it to death.
It don't know nothing. I've got another one that probably just a fur middle fork word because I've never heard it before. It's called doodah. Doodah. It's two words, I guess.
Doodah?
Duda.
Doodah.
Duda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Well, we used it like in context over there, like do the check come today or do the check come tomorrow? we was raised hard over there. I mean, when the cold quits, and they took our backer base, we favored the relief, had to get a little check.
Do the check come today or do the check come tomorrow? My word is, we say it a lot around here. Is like, instead of saying come over, we'll say come on up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never did understand why we said come on up, but I know I've said it.
When you talk about, I use it like this. If I'm talking to somebody, running into somebody, and you get done talking, you say, well, good to see you, come up.
Come up, yeah.
I don't know why, but we do.
Why do we say come up?
Or
And
come
you don't
over.
ever say come over.
Yeah.
When you gonna come over? No, it's when you gonna come up.
Come up.
Come up.
It seems like at the end of every phrase, like I'm bad for it. Like if I'm talking to somebody or I hang up the phone with them, I say, well, come up when you can or something, It's,
It's a tradition,
yeah, I guess it's just part of it. I don't know, but I do it.
Yeah.
I know I've done it.
Had a fella come in here the other day, and he was from Lexington or Louisville. He was doing something with the restaurant. But anyway, he was trying to ask me the address and stuff, and he couldn't understand a word I said. And he finally, I was spelling stuff out for him, and I kept telling him Ralton Road, and he kept saying Walton.
Ralton?
And I said, no, son, Ralton. He said, Walton? And I said, no, Ralton. I said, as in roll. I said, roll? And he said, R-U-L-L? And I said, no, roll, R-O-L, A-L-T-O-N, son, Ralton. We finally got it lined out, and I told him, he said, I apologize. I said, well, I got a thick accent. I realize it. It ain't no big deal.
Ralton. That's kind of like people saying Louisville. It's Louisville.
Louisville.
It's Louisville, people. Louisville. It's not Louisville.
Or Louisville.
Louisville. The proper way to say Louisville is Louisville, not Louisville.
I've got a daughter in Louisville, close to Louisville.
Louisville.
I think she's tuning in. How you doing, Aaron?
About to get time for some cakes. We can get them out here, a little bean cake and tater
Bean cake and
cake.
tater cake, yeah.
Yeah, and like I said now, guys, for you that don't know, a bean cake is made from leftover soup beans, and a tater cake is made from leftover mashed taters, or you can cook taters down and mash them if you ain't got.
I mean, some people won't eat soup bean unless they turn gray.
Huh?
Gray.
Yeah, they turn gray. I mean, after you leave them in the fridge a while.
Ooh.
Yeah, they thicken up. I don't know now. Wait,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you ain't eating.
I'll be the sardine. Yeah, I know what
I
it
ain't
is.
talking about sardines. I'm just saying
Yeah.
they'll turn gray.
I'll be the sardine.
Oh,
You
you're
got-
the arbor.
Show
Salt and
the
pepper.
camera. Show the camera.
Salt and pepper.
So tell
We
us
got
what
some
these
bean
are
cake.
and what they're made out of, so people out there know if they want to make them. Show them to the
And
camera.
who made them?
Margarita made these.
Salt and pepper.
There you go.
Mustard. Potato cakes, bean cakes, leftover soup beans, a little bit of flour. I use egg in mine, bind it all together. Same with potato. It's better if the potatoes are cold. I like a little onion in mine.
No- Nothing exotic, John. Don't panic. This ain't like what we've been eating.
No, that,
I think
This is just
that's pretty good.
This is more.
yeah, that
to the-
actually looks like something I could eat.
Yeah.
This is more towards the taking what's left over and making something out of it.
Now, I'll tell you something I did run the other day.
What was
Mom had leftover hamburger dip in the refrigerator. And I was like, I'm going to warm that up. So I went and got me it was in the pot already. So I just got it, put it on the stove. And I went and done something. I think I forgot all about it.
Them
that? You're acting like that's pretty good over there.
I forgot all about
good. The
it.
tater cakes is real good. I like the bean cakes too, but now the tater cake. This is tater, and this
So that's
we got
tater, that's
both?
bean.
I gotta have some salt and pepper now.
Now, anyway, I started getting on the computer. And I forgot all about that hamburger dip. And I ruined the whole thing. I ruined the pot, the hamburger dip, all of it. That ain't got a thing in it.
well, Don, you ain't gonna get no salt on it.
She'll bring some.
Tater cakes and bean cakes.
Well, I've not had a bean cake since
Ooh.
I don't know when.
All right. So this is a tater cake.
No, you're gonna like that. It's really good. There's nothing exotic about that. That's
I'm gonna do
good.
the bean cake. I like it, John.
That's awesome.
That's good.
Yeah.
No.
That's good.
Yeah, I could live on.
That's good.
Oh, you like them?
What's she laughing about? What'd you do?
Mustard.
I could live on that right there. That's good eating.
They're laughing.
Yeah. Now sardines,
What,
I ain't.
what they put in it? They put something in it.
I can't taste it. Good to me.
They're gonna give us the reveal after we eat it. So this is bean cake. Bean cake.
Made from leftover soup beans. It's not bad at all.
Really good. Whoever made them done a good job.
That's good. It's almost like eating like you get cornbread and you just kind of mash it into the soup beans. About the same thing.
Same concept.
Same
Well,
thing.
and it's what it is utilizing leftovers, you know.
I'd eat them both. I'd rather have tater cakes than steak. Kirk McNeil, though. I love them. Bean cakes, potato cakes. That's burnt beans.
No, them ain't sardines. I've had them.
Neil Borders says it's up the holler. And I've heard people say come down, too. Come down.
Well, me and my youngin have this debate. We'll be going to Michigan. She'll say, when we going to go back down there, Dad? And I say, you ain't going down, you're going up.
Well, I don't know.
No, you're going north, Don. That's up.
This is up the holler eating. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah.
How do you get down the holler eating? How do you get down the holler eating?
Further down the holler you go, the better the food is. Like, you get higher than the hog.
The closer you get to town back in the day, the better the food because they had more money.
Looks like Mom is tuned in from Florida, John Sayer. Awesome. Hope you guys are enjoying the show.
We're sure enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this food.
Guys, if you'd like us to try something, just give us a comment. We'll sure try it. We are probably not going to stay on as long as normal tonight because of the ball game. But if you'd like us to try food, we'll sure try it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Anything you want us to talk on,
We need some more challenges.
we try to pick from
Sure, guys.
topics that are given to us. I might eat one more of them tater cakes, right?
Yuck, sorry, Melinda Bergens.
Yeah, the
Somebody
ball
don't
game-
like this.
The ball game will be over in a minute.
I'm about to have a major cardiac episode watching this ball game. Rachel Sizemore said.
Ball game will be over shortly, I guess. I don't know. Somebody wanting to score on there. Can you pull it up, John? We'll get you the score. We got my man from Tech Holler, and he can do anything. He actually does some streaming for D&D Sports sometimes, too. So.
Yep. Contract for him. Here we go.
2:40 to go.
Oh, we're up by 6.
2:40 to go, up by 6.
2:40 to go, up by 6, guys. Magoffin County.
Let's see. See if I can do a little trick here. We'll watch the rest of this game together. If I can get this thing to do what I want to.
Turn
We
seven.
want to do this for these kids. Work extremely hard. They come in here. They come in here the other morning, ate breakfast, the whole team, and they were just wonderful young men. We want to brag on them.
Who said try baked possum?
Complete gentlemen.
John Brown.
Looks like there's 2 minutes and 21 seconds left. We're up by 6.
Man, that's not what I want to do.
And we've got the ball.
6-point lead. There's no hurry. No. You're in milk the flock territory.
Guys, every episode won't be like this, but like I said, our local team here,
Sorry, I'm not trying to.
our local team here is competing up in the regional championship, and we want to shout out and show our support for them.
Absolutely. What else we got here?
Oh, we got all kinds of stuff here. What do you want to talk on?
Yeah, you got some. I don't know. We need to talk on something.
Well, we can talk on the deer population around here. I know you're an old school deer hunter.
Well,
Back when you were deer hunting, they wasn't many deer here.
I ain't trying
no,
to cut
we
down
went to
on you,
Michigan
but-
to hunt deer, you know, maybe down at Cave Run you'd see one. It's like seeing a bear now, you know,
Yeah.
if you've seen a deer. The big deal.
Good story on that with a bear, you know. Well, I'll tell you the first one on a coyote. Back in the 90s, my Uncle Wendell Allen, he's gone now, but we were rabbit hunting and we'd never seen a coyote in these parts. There wasn't no such thing back in the day. So these dogs go over in this thicket and they come out of running, and Wendell said, "Oh, son," he said, "they're running a German police dog." He said, "They're running a German police dog." And my Uncle Doug said, "Son, that ain't no German police dog." He said, "Well, it's a wolf then." He said, "I ain't never seen nothing like that." But come to find out, it was a coyote, and that's the first one we'd ever
Well,
encountered.
we seen coyotes, you know, on Old Western. That's
Oh,
old
yeah,
place.
they howl, yeah.
That's it. Out west, where we seen them, you know. But the deer hunting, the deer kills more people than any other animal.
I hate deer.
In the state.
I knew that.
I saw a cool documentary the other day. I watch a lot of documentaries, and I saw Audie Murphy. You remember Audie Murphy?
Yeah,
He was the most decorated United States soldier in World War II.
yeah. Fake
I mean, he was he was decorated beyond what, a Medal of Honor winner, won every kind of award. But the documentary said that it had haunted him for the rest of his life. You know,
We probably
his military service.
Yeah.
He struggled with it.
he faked his age. He was like 16 or 17 years
Faked
old.
his age to get into the military.
Volunteered. Yeah.
Yep.
And a great actor, great West, I thought. In
Great
the
actor,
Western, you know.
Guys, we're doing this a little different tonight to give a shout out to our local basketball team here. Like I said, we want to give them a little airtime with us too, because these kids work really hard. They came in here Saturday morning, all had breakfast, and they were just wonderful young men. And give a shout out to them. If you've not watched them play yet, if they win tonight, which looks like they're more than likely going to, is that safe to say, John?
It looks like it, but you never know these ball games.
There's a minute 28 left, and they're up by 6 points, 68-62. They play Saturday night at 8:45 up at the Expo Center. So if you've not got to watch them live, they put on a great show, and they're a great bunch of kids. You need to support them. We've also got our giveaway. Speaking of that, we need to give away the sweatshirt.
There you go.
So we'll get her to do the wheel in there and pick us a winner.
You show them the sweatshirt, the hoodie.
Yep, I'm gonna
There we go. We got it on screen here too, guys. Sorry, it took me a minute. Been trying to concentrate, get that. But yeah, I think it's been a good show. I think we've been kind of kicking back things again, but hopefully we're going to get some more guests. If there's anybody that'd like to come on and
yeah, just come on.
We're down to do an interview, and we do have a big interview coming up hopefully this summer with, I guess we can go ahead and I ain't locked it in yet, but Ryan Lemon from Kentucky Sports Radio. He said he was down to the farmhouse and he's wanting to do one.
Phil Robertson, if you're out there, I want you to sit down and do an interview with me. We got a lot in common, son. I can't eat shellfish. I'm allergic, but anything else, I know you eat them crawdads and this and that, but anything else, we got a lot in common. Come on, do an interview with us. We'd love to have you. We'll fly you up here, and, we can't afford to fly you up here. We have to drive. We have to borrow somebody's car and drive down and get you.
Yeah, we'll have to maybe get somebody. You like riding on a bus? Greyhound bus?
Whoever's got a new car around here, we'll borrow a car and come down and get you. But
Well, I can't drive them at night.
I think that, I watched that show, Duck Dynasty, and I think them people's got a lot in common with us down
I
there.
do too.
Yeah.
When somebody tries to ask me what our show's about, I'm kind of like, it's Duck Dynasty a little bit.
Hey, well, they got a lot in common with us. Now, like I said, we ain't got no alligators and no.
No,
But they do have a lot in common with us, and I never hunted a duck in my life. I remember when I seen the first duck fly over.
but yeah, I always feel like our show's kind of like that, a little bit of KSR, and we're just
We're all
local
over the place,
country
and that's
boys.
what people want. You know what I mean? We talk a lot about Appalachia. We always have something good to eat. Here's the sweatshirt, and we have a winner, and it is.
Oh, we got a winner.
Ralph.
Murray Ralph.
Mary Ralph.
All right. Congratulations, Murray Ralph.
Logo printed on the 2X size XL hoodie. And Murray Ralph. Murray, you can pick that up here at the Farmhouse Diner. Come up and see it.
Top Engager.
We picked her because she was the top engager this week.
Clara, how about some coffee?
Whatever that means, top engager.
Top,
Clara.
I guess that
Clara.
means that they engage the most. They like comments. They
Got no
share
roadies here
comments.
whatsoever.
I'm trying to get the comments here too, because if I put it over here, it'll it'll take away from the
Roll
game.
out, like I said, and want to give a shout out to my buddy Buck Arnett, because he dropped me off some deer sausage yesterday, and I like deer sausage, so I'm pumped about that.
Yeah.
Guys, I think it's safe to say this game's probably over, short of a miracle. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, 8 seconds got. Looks like both team has 2 timeouts. Yeah, but these D&D are doing a great job down there at the regionals. They've got 2 cameras underneath the basketball goal. It's like what you see how it switched there? That's another camera right underneath the basketball goal when they're shooting free throws.
Yeah. If we go up here about 10, guys, we'll switch off, because that's probably it. With 50 some seconds left, if we go up by 10, it's over. If we go up by 9, it's over.
But yeah, guys, if you can like and share this out, it'd be great. Be sure to check out the website, www.appalachiaconnection.com. You can find all of our links there. We're going to be on Spotify and everything else, too, like I said.
If you want to merchandise as far as out of state, you can Facebook pay, I guess, and then have it shipped up, whatever. You'd have to get up with Amanda with that, because I don't know how to work none of that, or John.
Yeah.
But anything we can do to help you out there, let us know. Give us some content. We're picking off topics that people have sent us. I think we're doing pretty good. We're getting back in the swing of things. Our reels are out there everywhere.
Oh, on TikTok, Reels, YouTube, we're on everything.
Our sponsors are great. We're so thankful for them.
Oh, yeah.
Music back tomorrow live at 6:30. 6:30-ish. John's got a prior engagement.
I gotta get my son signed up for Little League. I don't know why they.
Maybe 7-ish, but
Come on,
we'll,
Nate.
But we'll
Anyway.
be here. I'll be here.
we'll be here. And like I said, all
Go ahead and start.
proceeds
Come on
tomorrow,
down.
We're going to give 10% to help this young lady out, to get her back on her feet. If we band together and help each other. And as
it's all about.
always, we don't do politics on this podcast, and we just we want to engage people and bring people together, not tear them apart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody's got their own political views, and at the end of the day, I mean, it's their own thing. I got to visit with my cousin Toomey for a little bit while I was up our
Did you?
custom music, man.
Have you made
Yeah.
him famous yet?
He's famous already.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's a legend in his own mind already.
Is he liking the theme
Oh, he
song on
loves
there?
it. Yeah, he's coming down actually in a couple weeks with his
Cousin
band.
David, he does our intro instrumental. He's a professional,
mandolin player.
yeah, and everything else. You
And they're
know,
going to come down, I think, in a couple weeks and play. I think they're
that'd
gonna
be
play.
good on Friday night.
Bring his band. He used to have one named Bosco or Roscoe. I can't remember when his band was. It Bosco or
Bosco or Roscoe?
I can't remember which one. But Toomey, his real name's David, but we call him Toomer because Lord have mercy, you just have to know him. I love him though.
Hey, well, this is a ball game, bowl. So
Uncle
I
R.D.
ain't trying to
McDaniel
interrupt you.
came down a couple weeks ago and played with us.
He's coming back the 23rd. I
He's
don't
coming back to play.
I don't think that'll be Friday, but
Anybody's welcome to come and play.
whatever week that is, yeah, we need help.
I invited a few people. I was like, "You come down and play.
Anybody's
You know,
welcome.
Come
to
on down and play."
You know,
I said, "I'll shout you
stream
out."
Well, yeah.
I said, "We'll shout you out all night long if you're wanting to. You know, if you play music and you want to have some of a music career, you got to start somewhere. You know."
Yeah.
Yeah, this ball game's over. So our last topic.
I don't know. They
tonight, I
keep
think
hitting these
it's,
little 2-pointers.
People want to hear about Appalachian haints.
Haints.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what a haint is? Of course, a haint is a haunt. You know, I guess the proper word for it. And what our personal experiences. Well, I've spent a lot of time in the woods, and I've seen some things that really made the hair stand up on the back of my neck. My Papa Henry always told me, and everybody that lived over that way, Don's probably heard it too. There's a place over there. It crosses from the head of Paddle over into Arnott's Creek, and it's called the Paddle Gap. And there's a place called Hog Trough.
Yeah.
And he said, when you would ride a horse through Hog Trough, somebody jump on the back of you off that high wall and hang on.
Yeah.
And they'd ride so far with you, then they'd let go and jump off. He said they never did bother you, but said he'd petrify you. He said people scared to death go through Hog Trough.
Heard that all my life. I was raised right in the head of Paddle, you know.
Well, I knew that, and I don't know. See, that's the thing about him. See, when he was a boy, he was raised in Head Lick Branch.
Yeah.
So I guess it would have crossed right over there
they're
together.
just like that, you know.
Yeah, yeah, but he was raised in Lick Branch. My Papa Henry came into here in the 1930s and lived in a rock cliff. That's where he grew up.
But
in a
these
rock.
haints, you know, are ghosts. Are they ghosts? Are they spirits? Do they? I never heard of them bothering anybody.
Well, I don't know.
Like,
I have
have you ever
no
heard
idea.
anybody? I don't think so. I really don't know what they are.
I don't know. I
I think they're real though, because people I know that wouldn't lie or something. You know, they've seen ghosts all over from Middle Fork. You know, like down there, a soldier down there at the cemetery as you turn it punching.
yeah.
Everybody's seen that guy. You know, whatever it is.
I was squirrel hunting with my first cousin off on a point, and we'd walk down. We was being real quiet because the squirrels was a cut, and we was gonna get us a mess, you know. And another word for the
Mess.
word,
Yeah, mess.
Yeah.
We'll get us a mess of squirrels, and we started hearing people talking. He said, "Son, you hear that?" I said, "Yeah, that's." I said, "Who is that?" I said, "Must be a bunch over there hunting, you know." And it's like right, left, boom. Then we hear a gunshot. He said, "You were hearing that?" But it was odd because it wasn't a clear sound. It's like it come on the wind when the leaves would rustle, you know. And I said, "Yeah, I hear it." I said, "I'm going over there to see what it is." So we go over there, and the closer we get, the more distant the sound would get. Boom, right, left, center, boom. So I don't know what we was hearing. We never did find nobody, but it was something mysterious.
Yeah.
He said, "Let's get out of here and never come back." I said, "Sound like a plan to me."
Well, I mean, in the hills, they've always been. You know, that's a big deal. People afraid to get out. You know, and
Yeah.
everybody's always hearing stuff. I don't know.
You know, and that's another topic too we was talking about, Don. Like all our lives, my life and your life, we've heard the old timers talk about black painters. Black painter. Well, we know there were mountain lions here. Pumas, mountain lions, cougars, whatever you want to call them. They were here. They went extinct from here supposedly in about 1910. But they were here. They were here. We know that. But scientists will tell you that there's no way that they could have been black. So what were these old people talking about when they said a black painter? I hear the painter squall.
Black painter.
Yeah.
know?
Well, I don't know.
It had to have been a mountain lion, but was it some kind of distinct like population native to here or native to Appalachia that
I think
had
so.
mutated? You know?
Well, just like, you know, you got black squirrels and maybe they black cats, you know.
Black squirrels, black cats, black
I don't
rabbits.
think my mom would have lied about it. She said she's seen them, you know.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah.
where did they come from and where did they go? You know, where did you come from? Where did you go?
I've seen a
Where
black
did you come
painter
from?
in a
Come
barn
on.
up
Joe.
punching. Rachel Sasmer says she's seen a black painter up in a barn up punching.
There you go.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
Is it a pet? What is it? Is it a cat? Big
A
cat?
black painter is the Appalachian term for a panther.
Panther. Okay.
Cougar.
That is a mountain lion or a
Mountain
cougar or a
lion.
puma or a cat.
But see, they ain't supposed to be black ones. That's
But they say they can't be black. But now listen, I killed a black rabbit one time in the wild,
Mhm.
so I know they can be. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what people, but people were seeing something. These old people didn't make it up. You know,
And Magoffin County just got the win. So there we go.
guys, the Hornets have won, and I guess with that we'll air off for the night, Joe.
Is that it? Is that
I
it
think
for
that's
our
about it. We're
episode
knocking
7?
up on 8 o'clock.
Unless you all got something out there you want to talk on.
Take us out of here and take us out in fashion. I mean, me and Don likes to go in fashion.
Yeah. we
In
like to
fashion?
go.
Yeah.
Well, this thing's way behind. Restream's not keeping up with us.
Guys, share this like
Appreciate
this.
you guys
Follow
coming
us.
on.
We
Be
love
sure.
you all.
Yeah.
We're back. We'll have more content next week. Look, this week a little bit different because the ball game and everything
Yeah.
going on, but we will be back. We ain't done.
We're not done.
I'd
This
like
is
to eat
fun. I
some
love it.
possum.
Possum?
Yes, I'd like to eat.
You want to?
I've never eat snake either. Can we do snake?
Well, go ahead. Yeah.
No? You ain't gonna eat snake?
Well, I mean, I'll take one for the team, but I don't want to.
Are you wanting to eat like a possum picked up on the side of the road, or you want to kill
I
a
don't
fresh
care if
possum?
it's roadkill, what it is. It don't matter to me if it's fresh,
And how are you going to cook it?
Well, I'll leave that up to somebody else. I said somebody,
Well, I don't even know nobody know how to cook a possum.
well, I could cook it,
All right.
My brother Harold, he'll fix it.
Harold fixed it.
I've ate rattlesnake.
Well, here's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know if there's a season on possum, but if it's in season, I'll get you a possum if it's in season.
I feel like I'd rather eat snake than a possum.
Really?
I don't know.
What kind of snake you want to eat?
I don't know. I've just always heard.
Rattler, copperhead, black snake?
Ooh, black snake would be nasty, wouldn't it? They
I
nasty.
don't like snake. I don't like thoughts of that.
No, I don't either.
What about some creek minnow?
Creek minnows?
Fried
Minnows?
creek minnow.
Well, they ain't too
Well.
bad. Probably, I'd say sardines are worse.
They ain't nothing no worse than them sardines.
No.
Guys, thank you. We appreciate y'all. Tune in, like, share, comment, and like I said, we'll be back next Thursday. Join us
Peace,
tomorrow
everybody.
for music.
God bless you. Peace.
God bless y'all. Love you. We
Yep.
love having you.
Be sure to subscribe everywhere. We're on Facebook, Appalachian Connection Podcast, YouTube, Spotify, you name it. We're on there. TikTok. Just look for Appalachian Connection.
Sound good, man?
www.appalachianconnection.com.
Come down
Check
here
out the
and see us.
farmhouse.
Come
Come
down
and sit around. Yeah,
We got
we'll
merch.
put you on there.
Yeah, we put you on there if you
And,
got something to say. If you ain't got nothing to say,
we
we'll
do
put
wanna-
you on there and let you get your picture on there.
Come on down here if you want to be on the podcast, or get in the group and let us know if you want to be interviewed, or if you would like for a guest to come on here. Maybe we can reach out and get them on here.
Right.
That's what I want to do. So
Yeah, absolutely. We're in.
yeah,
All the way. We leave the
All the
light
way.
on in the kitchen for you.
All the way.
we'll see you guys next time.